Roms is with us, big Liverpool fan. What are you saying, bro?
What's up, everyone in the studio? But it's just, I don't even know what to say about my team anymore. First of all, big up Arsenal. You'll get callers that are going to give excuse after excuse. We shouldn't have had a penalty, in my opinion. I don't think it was a penalty, and Arsenal, the decision was right. And I also want to big up Michael Oliver, right, because we're always quick to criticize referees. Whenever I see him manage a big game, he always deals with the occasion well, and he always makes the right calls. I think he managed this game very well, but it's what didn't help us as well as Diaz going off, because I think before he got injured, he was our most direct player. He was our shining light. If anything was to happen, it would happen from him, and it was evident in the first goal through Nunes. But every time Arsenal were on the counter, I winced. I just felt every time they were on the offense, we would concede, and it's just not nice to feel like that. But what Tom said as well, from when I saw Henderson on right midfield, you can't even explain what's going through our own manager's head. That rival fans are asking what's going on, you can't even say anything. Like, you wish you can explain, but you can't say anything. But big up to Arsenal. You can't take anything.
Were you not seeing the vision of the Harvey Elliott left wing, Jordan Henderson right wing,
No,
Joe Gomez over fullback? Were you not seeing it?
I wasn't. And I agree with you, Tom, right? Everyone's going to get onto Mo Salah, but we know when he's near to the goal, he will score. He's playing as a touchline winger. He's playing as a touchline winger. He's never been that. Now we're asking for him to do things we've never seen. But I don't know where to go with Liverpool now. We are in a top 4 battle, and it looks like a battle we are not going to win. And I know,
mate, I'm going to be really blunt right now. Liverpool are not in a top 4 battle right now. You are in a top 6, top 8 battle. That's how poor you're playing, and I'm not even being hyperbolic or exaggerating. You can't keep clean sheets. You can't defend, and that's what, when your team was at its best, it was because you were impenetrable. You were like, nobody could penetrate. No one was getting in. You were Chastity Belt FC, bruv. Like, and now you're anybody's game, bruv. You're anybody's. Anyone can have you. Anyone.
You're from the street.
No, go on, Jess. Right. I was going to say, you know what it is as well? I am happy he didn't revert back to type and play the 4-3, because we were calling for it. We wanted to see the 4-2-3-1 or the 4-2-4, whatever you want to call it. But because we don't have the legs in the midfield, we are always going to be susceptible to the counter. Henderson can read the danger, but his body's not allowing him to address the danger now anymore.
Yeah.
Thiago, for me, Liverpool fans will wax lyrical about him. I think he only had a good 20 to 25 minute spell, because he was winning the ball back a lot. He controlled the game for that 20 minutes. But in the second half, he was at the detriment to a lot of things we were doing. He would his lack of passing, which you don't associate with him. He was just a bit ill-disciplined with the ball, losing the ball in the midfield. That even in the build-up to one of the goals, he tries to dribble out our area. Just clear it. But yeah, it's worrying times for us, Terry. It's worrying times.
Rom, you'll be all right. You spend most of your time at Stamford Bridge and at the Emirates anyway. I don't think he ever goes down to Anfield, so he's all right.
You know why that is, though. I'm not going to say that on stream, but you know why that is.
I know.
Rom, listen, bro, I appreciate you coming on, mate, and having your say. Top man. Speak again soon. Thank you. We'll do some more calls quickly. Ben's with us now. Liverpool fan. What are you saying, Ben?
We might be finished, sorry. We might be finished. This team is the team, that comes up in the fixtures, and we look at it and we think, oh, you know what, we'll score a few goals there. I went to the Emirates last season, right? The League Cup semi-final. We had Kyle Gordon on the wing, 17-year-old Kyle Gordon. We won 2-0. We go out there today with 4 attackers, you'd say top quality attackers, and we lose the game. And it's just like, people come for me on Twitter because they say, oh, you were super positive last season, and now you're saying all this, you've changed your mind. Well, first of all, I think that's how football should work. When your team's doing well, you're positive. When your team's not doing well, you're negative. People have called me all sorts of nonsense on Twitter for being positive about this team, but they've given me reasons to be positive before now. Now, I ain't going to praise any of those. The only player I'll praise is Luis Diaz. He's the only player worth any praise this season. Alisson as well. But the rest of them can kind of do one at the minute until this is fixed. And I just want to talk on Trent, and then I'll finish on something else as well that I want to say. I'm fed up now of this Reece James, I think Trippier's coming to the equation now, debate. I don't want Trent to be debated with those guys. I just want Trent to be good again. I don't care if that means Reece James is still marginally better than him right now. I don't care about debates. I just want Trent to be good at football again. That's all I ask for. I don't care if he's the best in the world. I don't care if he's generational. I don't care if he's what's the phrase people say, redone the right back position. I don't care about any of that. I just want him to be good. And this is the worst he's ever been. Even when he came through as an 18-year-old, he was nowhere near as bad as this. Even when Rashford tore him up when he was young, like nowhere near as bad as what he is now. And the main point I wanted to focus on as well is, and this is to do with Arsenal as well, to be fair, people coming on here and people on Twitter everywhere blaming the officials. Like, come on. Is that really what we're doing? Like, you can watch that performance and you can blame officials all you want, but we did not deserve to get anything from that game. From the performance itself was nowhere near good enough. And then Klopp, and this is the first time I've questioned Klopp properly, and it's making me think, I'm not saying Klopp out, by the way, but why on earth there's 20, 25 minutes left to play? He's playing for the draw at that point. He takes off Mo Salah for Jordan Henderson. He brings Fabinho on. He brings Konate on. There's 20 minutes left. Have we fallen that much where we're playing teams against Arsenal and we're thinking, you know what, we're that bad, we're just going to try to get a point here because we've got City next and we don't want to get battered there as well. So the manager has to take blame, the players. I ain't going to blame the officials. I don't think they got too much wrong today, to be fair. I'm not mad at it. The only one's the handball for me, which I think is 50-50. But look, the manager has to look at the team now. Whoever needs to be dropped has to be dropped. I don't care. Like you said, I think you said earlier, Terry, if it means a youth player comes in, fine. He's just got to sort it out because fourth is the best we'll get now. And even that, like, we're 4 points above the relegation zone. It's mad. But listen, Arsenal, I said it on Twitter as well, and this is what I'll close with. And I got stick for this as well by Liverpool fans because people care about Twitter opinions more than actual football. I want Arsenal to win the league now. I do. Like, out of them and City, I'm picking Arsenal because for me, what they've done is far more impressive. Obviously, City have been far more impressive over the last decade or so, but they've stuck with this. After Wenger, they've been constantly in rebuild. They stuck with Arteta when they were absolutely shocking. They trusted him. Everyone was like, why are they trusting him? Get someone else in. But they stuck with him, and now they're getting the rewards. They've got a great team of young players, some that I would love at Liverpool. Martinelli is the main one. But out of the two, City and Arsenal, I would take Arsenal to win the league. All these fans have been crying for City to win the league title season after season to save football. I'm sorry, no, not for me. I'd rather Arsenal win it.
I agree with you on wanting Arsenal to win over City because that means City wouldn't do a three-peat. And if they don't do it, and I know you sometimes get people say it's like a weak mentality from Arsenal fans to want nobody to do an invincible. I'm sure Liverpool fans don't want any other English team to ever get 6 or more Champions Leagues. When there's certain records and real tangible records that your club owns, you don't want anyone to match them because being the only team to do a three-peat twice in the Premier League is something I hold dear for my football club. So listen, I'll be cheering for every game for Liverpool to go on to win the league because my team are not in a title race. So me wanting Arsenal to do it, it makes no difference to my football club. It just is what it is. Ben, I hear you completely. Well spoken, my friend, and we'll chat again soon. Top man. Thank you.